Bruh. Have y'all seen this line? Jeff Wilson, 13.5 receiving yards against the Houston Texans as 14-point favorites with Raheem Mostert out. Are we serious right now? Are we serious? 14-point favorites. The Dolphins are going to dominate this game. The only reason that this line wouldn't hit, the only reason this line doesn't hit is if Jeff Wilson has 27 carries for 196 yards. Only reason. Because he keeps breaking away big run plays, and they don't have the opportunity to throw the fucking ball. Otherwise, this is the most locked-in thing I've seen all year. All right, so go to PrizePicks. Go download the PrizePicks app. It's the first link in the description. First link down there. It'll take you to the app. It'll take you to the App Store. And if you use code BDGE, if you're a first-time depositor, $10 all the way up to $100, they're going to double whatever you put down. So you throw down $100, you're going to have $200 on your account to play with. Make this your first square. It's the easiest square I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. But welcome. Welcome to Q&Assault Saturday of Week 12, where I get assaulted with any questions you may have about your teams, trades, waiver wire, sit starts, life, liberty, the pursuit of trapping, whatever. This is Thanksgiving weekend. As you know, we're in the office fucking working on a Saturday. This is what we do. If you want to be in the next Q&Assault, go become a Big Dog member. BDGE.co. Oh, how we doing? I hope everybody's Thanksgivings went well. What's up, Dill? Damn, they really didn't let you put that margarita through. They don't want to see your emojis come through. What up, Niner? How we doing, y'all? We got any questions? Is my mic working? Is my audio on? What's happening right now? Y'all just came to chill, say what's up. Thanksgiving weekend. Let's see. I didn't go out on Thanksgiving Eve because I'm too fucking old for that. I didn't even go home. I went home on Thanksgiving Day. I took the train in at like 2. Got to my cousin's at 2:30. I was out of there fucking ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Came bite. I didn't really celebrate Thanksgiving break whatsoever. I feel like it's low-key the most ratchet holiday weekend of the year. It's downplayed. It's downplayed about how ratchet people get. I did not participate. I'm poised for greatness right now. That's why. How we doing, everybody? All right, Jamie Jenks. Latavius Murray or Sanders? I'm going to assume we're not talking about Emmanuel Sanders. I like Miles Sanders here. I have Latavius Murray. Far down do I have him? I have him as RB24. It is a really good matchup against the Carolina Panthers. Miles Sanders, I have at RB21. So, you know, he's been a little bit hit and miss, just depending on whether or not he gets into the end zone because he's not super involved in the passing game, right? He's had, wow, this is actually crazy. He's had 2 receptions total over the last 5 games. So realistically, he's been a little bit boom bust on the year, right? He's had his big games, 17.5, 28.6, 13.7, 13.8, but he's also had a handful of 5.3, 5.4, 7.4, 4.3. Now they get the Green Bay Packers. I don't want to say it's going to be a good game, but it might be a little bit better than we expect, right? They're 6.5-point favorites at home, which means on a neutral field, it's not that much of a gimme here for the Eagles. Let's look up some premio numbers for the Packers, their run D overall. Packers run D is, they're ranked 20th amongst the league. They're like a slow-paced team. I could see this having a lot of running attempts in this game. I could see this being just like a back and forth, eat up clock, chew it up. Packers are currently allowing the 8th most fantasy points to running backs. Yeah, I'd give it a slight edge to Miles Sanders because I like him better as a player. Flex, half PPR, Pacheco, Deonta Foreman, or Pittman. So we need one of these guys. My rankings are live, by the way, on that same site, right? If you want to get into Q&Assault, BDGE.co. If you want my weekly rankings, BDGE.co. If you want porn, BDGE.co. We got it all. Pacheco I got as the RB25. I still think I'd like to see a little bit more involvement in the air. I think this is still a tough matchup. The Rams team is a shit show, obviously, but I think their run defense is still primo with Aaron Donald there. I do have Pacheco over Foreman slightly. I have Foreman, the RB28 against Denver. Tough defense. And I have Pittman. Ooh, this is a tough one for you. So I have Pittman overall flex ranking 46, taking on Pittsburgh. Their defense has obviously turned it up since Watt has returned, but Pittman gets a really high target share with Matt Ryan under center. I have Pittman flex 46. I have Pacheco flex 47. So they're literally one ranking apart from each other, half PPR. Understand if you wanted to go Pacheco here because they are literally 15-point favorites. They should dominate the game script. They should dominate the ground game. He should get a lot of carries. I'm just a little bit worried about whether or not he gets any passing work, worried whether or not he gets has any efficiency against the Rams' run defense. So according to my rankings, we do have Pittman one spot higher, but anytime the rankings are that close, it's kind of just like a tier. It's kind of a coin flip there. Full PPR, start two, Michael Pittman, Samaje Perine, Rachaad White. Well, we're for sure starting Rachaad White, assuming Leonard Fournette is out. Cleveland's one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. Rachaad White should get as much work as he could possibly handle, which means probably a lot of dump offs because just, the Tampa running backs get dumped off like they're a garbage fucking truck. Week by week by week. That is their run game. Their run game is dump off their running back. So Rachaad White for sure for me. I'm going to be honest. I like Samaje Perine this week. He's an obvious, good play because Joe Mixon is out. Feels a little bit like a trap play. Because Tennessee's run defense is super, super good. They're top 3 in the NFL. They allow very few points to fantasy running backs, third fewest in the NFL. He might get there by volume. He might get there by a lucky touchdown score. So if you want to go safety, I'd go Perine. If you are shooting for upside, Pittman doesn't really have that much upside, I guess. I think he's got a little bit more upside than Perine this week in full PPR. So I guess it kind of depends on what your matchup is looking for. Rachaad White, for sure, the one there, though. And then I'm a running back guy, I guess, so I typically tend to lean on the safety valve. I typically tend to lean on do Samaje Perine here because he's going to have the full workload, and it's a good offense overall. So I guess I would lean the 2 running backs. Choose two full PPR: Higgins, Lockett, Keenan Allen, Chase. Is Chase really going to play this week? See if we have any updates on that. Chase is out versus the Titans. Just saw a report. So he's out. So you're looking at Higgins, Lockett, Keenan Allen. For me, that's pretty easy. For me, it's Keenan Allen and Higgins. I know Lockett's been great too, but I feel really confident in Keenan Allen as the number 1 there now, coming off of last week. Good matchup against Arizona. 3 full practices in a row. He seems to be completely over his injury. So love Keenan Allen with Herbert. And then Higgins is obviously a must play with Chase out. So it's not like I don't like Tyler Lockett. If you can get him into your flex, obviously you want to do that because it's a good matchup against the Raiders secondary. And he's just been super fucking good. But I would go Higgins and Allen there. DJ Moore or Drake London? Ew. Probably have Moore ranked a little bit higher. Let's see. I have Moore as wide receiver 35. I have London as, I need to update London a little bit, wide receiver 49 at Washington. Washington's defense has been surprisingly much better. DJ Moore is going against Denver, which is a tough pass defense, and obviously the quarterback situation is a shit show there. You know what? With Kyle Pitts out, I got to take another look at my rankings. But off the top of my head, when I'm looking at it right now, I think I might actually lean London there. J Millie. Best Thanksgiving food. For sure stuffing. We had 2 separate types of stuffing at my cousin's house. We had the normal, herbs and spices kind of stuffing, but then we had an apple sausage stuffing. It was wonderful. Honestly, didn't taste the difference. I just kept, it's you shouldn't take 3 servings of stuffings, but I took 4 because it was realistically only taking 2, but of each. So I fuck with stuff. Sweet potatoes, you got marshmallows on the top, fire, elite. Mac and cheese, obviously. Your mac and cheese has to have some sort of identifier, has to have some sort of diversity to it, in my opinion, if it needs to stand out. Like it has to be really well crusted on the top, or a random ingredient in there, like cut up chicken, like shredded chicken, or even like lobster. I know no one's out here fucking making lobster on Thanksgiving, but if it wants to get into the elite of the elite, like it's definitely a staple for sure. But if it wants the top stuffing, it's, you got to be more than just a role player. You got to be able to play all 5 positions. Do we like Mike White? Do you like Mike White? I like Michael Carter now that Mike White's in, because he's a dump off god, him and Joe Flacco. But I'm not really like trying to start Mike White anywhere. As a Jets fans, I'll take almost anyone over Wilson. Yeah, that's a fact. You got Taysom Hill ranked 7th in your tight end rankings. Your thoughts being high on him? Yeah, so Taysom Hill is coming off a week in which I believe he had 10 rush attempts for around 50 yards. 50 yards? Name that movie. And then they came out and said, like, we have been underutilizing him. So I feel like we're going to see, let me pull up the game. The problem is where I normally go for my game logs does not have quarterbacks receiving, rushing all in one. Yeah, 1 catch, 1 target, 8 yards, 9 for 52 on the ground. So I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw another game in which he saw like 10 more carries, 1 or 2 of them on the goal line. So I think he's probably a better option because they came out and said that they want to utilize him more, or they've been underutilizing him. So I think we're going to see consistency in terms of like what he showed us last week. And I think that's probably going to be closer to the norm than what we saw for like that middle chunk of the season. So, and honestly, we're at the point of the season where like a lot of the dudes behind him felt like good options for a while, but don't really feel that way anymore. I have Higbee right behind him, but Higbee's not with Stafford right now. Dawson Knox has been wildly hit or miss. Gerald Everett, I think you can make the case, but he's been banged up, missed a lot of time. Like, I don't know if he's 100%. Plus, they got Keenan Allen back now. Foster Moreau's been hit or miss. Great. Like, basically everyone's in the same tier. So I kind of just like Taysom. I feel like I know that he's going to get a good workload. What you know? What else we got? What else we got? Pierce or Pacheco, half PPR. I have Pierce ranked higher. I just think Pierce is such a good player that yes, he has his down weeks and he has bad weeks, but like I don't want to miss on the big weeks. So I have Pierce at running back 14. I have Pacheco. I'm a little bit lower on Pacheco than probably where the fuck do I have Pacheco? That's probably too low. I think I need to move him up. Actually, looking at the rankings, I got Pacheco all the way down at running back 25 because of the matchup and because his lack of involvement in the passing game. But I'm looking at the guys that I have above him. It's like starting at RB13. It's like Jeff Wilson against Houston, Dameon Pierce, RB14, Rashad White with Fournette probably out. RB15, that might be way too low. Kamara at 16, James Conner, who's getting full workload against a shitty Chargers run defense. David Montgomery without Khalil Herbert at 18. Najee Harris, who's been great, and without Jalen Warren. Samaje Perine without Mixon. Miles Sanders, Ramondre Stevenson, Devin Singletary. Latavius Murray, obviously without Melvin Gordon, and that entire backfield is shot against Carolina. So it's like I'm not finding a ton of wiggle room where I can be putting Isaiah Pacheco. Crazy coming off a big game, but that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, you know. Higbee or Dulcich? I will go Higbee there, even though he's with the shit quarterback. Dulcich is also with a shit quarterback, and Higbee's not competing with Cooper Kupp for targets anymore, so it's kind of just like his target tree to have, and they're gonna have to throw the ball a ton. Kansas City's 15-point favorites, like they might throw the ball 45 times in this game. You know, and Higbee's had 8 targets the last 2 games. So he is like, it doesn't have a ton of upside. Hasn't gone over 73 receiving yards this year, despite seeing double-digit targets a fucking handful of times. But I would take him over Dulcich. Your. Jeez. Georgia's only up 10-7 right now. They were 35.5-point favorites. Yep, even without Matt Stafford. Even without Matty Staffs. Oh man, some of the plants in this place are, this is an elite fucking plant. I gotta know the name of this. Hold on. If you guys are looking for a house plant, you got room by a window for this thing to grow. The Monstera deliciosa, yeah, Monstera deliciosa is elite. That thing went from like a little thing to a massive plant with just watering like every 5 days and a bunch of sunlight. It's beautiful. I'm actually going to take a picture. I could put it up for you. You're looking for a house plant besides the snake plant, because that shit can just sit in the back without sunlight and just chill and look good all the time. If you got some room by a damn window, my fingers are so quick. I'm going to take a picture with my phone, and this is about to be on the live stream in about 5 seconds. Boy, I'm fast as fuck, boy. I can't get that TikTok sound out of my head. Boy, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, while you're chilling, waiting for me, go hit that Jeff Wilson line. Never forget, never surrender. Look at it. This is my view when I'm talking to you guys. This is what it looks like. I'm just staring at a camera, a plant, and a stupid fucking mirror of sunglasses. But look at that thing. I mean, come on now. That thing is beautiful. All right, what else we got? It's the only dad I'm finna be. It's about all the responsibility I can handle in this life. What else? Any other questions? Annie, you got any cues for me? I know you wanted some help. Yeah, we got the fucking Bash regular season championship right now. This week 12, and then the Bash starts week 13. Playing for 0.25 ETH right now, which is, what does that even equate to? What's the price of ETH? Like 1,300? 1,200 right now. So a quarter of that. I mean, you're playing for about $300, $400. It's kind of fucking awesome. Boy, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Boom, 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 boom. Fields starts. Do I play him or is it too risky with his shoulder? That's a great question. I'm a little bit nervous about Fields' shoulder. Let me see if we got any close updates. I'm hesitant to answer this for you because I think last time, 10 minutes ago, the Bears are elevating quarterback Nathan Peterman to the active roster today. They haven't ruled out Justin Fields and could keep him in play until game time, but it's certainly feeling like Trevor Siemian could be the quarterback against the Jets tomorrow. So actions look like they're leading towards Fields sitting. Could just be precautionary. Will be game time. That being said, I think it's very clear he's less than 100%, which will probably take away from his running, which is why you start Justin Fields to begin with. But I remember at the Penn State tailgate, you asked me Justin Fields versus Josh Allen. Flip side, Josh Allen was hurt. And I was like, if Josh Allen plays, you play him. And I think that was the week that fucking Justin Fields went for about 100 bajillion fantasy points. I pray to God that you did not start Josh Allen over him because of me. So yeah, I would definitely be hesitant, but right now it's looking like you probably won't have to make that decision. Nice PrizePicks line, DPJ, 3 receptions, smash the over. Yeah, let me check that out. He's one of those dudes that we're all just waiting for a fall off. We're all waiting for just that shit line to be like, we knew what he was. We knew what he was. 3 recepts for Tampa Bay. Yeah, I mean he's nailed that in like fucking 8 straight games. That is a nice line. I think what their thought process here probably is one, David Njoku's back. 2, Tampa Bay's defense has been fucking incredible. And they're coming off a bye now, so they're going to be about as healthy as they've been all year. And then that's when like Tom Brady teams thrive. Second half of the year, coming off the bye, this is when they'll have their shit together. So I could see them thinking it's going to be an elite Tampa Bay performance on the defensive side. But yeah, DPJ, 3 receptions feels extremely fucking low because he hasn't even tied that. And when's the last time he even went 3 or below? Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games of 4 or more receptions. And 3 wouldn't even lose you the bet. It would just tie that shit. So I really like that. Good looking out there, James. Love to see it. League Championship Eve, baby. Let's fucking go. Goddamn right. I love how it's set up. I love that week 12 is championship week. Like normally you just got to wait till week 17. So these last 5 weeks feel like it's like the dog days of summer, the dog days of winter, the dog days of fantasy, but no Moss, baby. Will there be a video about playoff targets? Would help us out a lot. Is the trade deadline? I feel like the trade deadline is past in most leagues, or is it coming up in this upcoming week? Because I could try to shoot something out. I got to see when I can do because Monday's the recap video, Tuesday's waiver wire. I could put it out Wednesday, but I feel like Wednesday's like Tuesday or Thursday is usually, or Tuesday. I don't fucking know. It's usually the trade deadline. When are trade deadlines in most people's leagues? So I can definitely look into some sketches. Boy, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yeah. One league is today. Other leagues next Saturday. Still time left. All right. I feel you. Oof. Benny Scrons, Cade Otton, or DeAndre Carter in the flex. Let me do a little deep dive into this one. I want to see what kind of usage DeAndre Carter got with Keenan Allen back because Keenan Allen's a full go. And the concern with Carter is that he's a smaller dude. So he's playing the slot almost exclusively when Keenan. Actually, I'm going to look up the entire Chargers receiving core and see where they were running their routes last week. Let's see. Boy, I'm fast as fuck. All right. So with Keenan Allen back, we had DeAndre Carter still ran 82% of the routes because Keenan Allen was only at 68%. So I expect Keenan's to jump up to that 85, 90% route participation. So that's still good. He's still the clear wide receiver 3. I want to see where they lined up, though. So Keenan was 26 snaps in the slot, 18 snaps out wide. Let's see what Carter was looking like. Carter was 34 snaps out wide, 17 in the slot, 2 from the backfield. So, all right, so he's still getting pretty good usage on the outside, even though Josh Palmer is like the dude getting the fucking targs out there. What did Carter end up with last? 3 for 33, 4. Yeah, he's been like Adam Thielen pretty much in terms of not really having a ceiling. Cade Otton, I feel like, is kind of a feels a little bit like a Hail Mary. Plus, Julio Jones looked really good in his first game bike last week. So I feel like Otton kind of goes to like the 6th option there behind Evans, Godwin, Julio, Rashad White now, I guess 5th option. But and then Ben Skoranek. Man, I don't think I can sign Ben Skoranek with who the fuck is even playing quarterback for the Rams right now? I don't even know what the fuck's going on in LA. Yeah, Ben Skoronek's last 4 games, 1 for 4, 2 for 14, 0 for 0, 1 for 10. So guaranteed 7 for 95 and a touchdown probably. Yeah, he's been so bad over the last 4 weeks. So process of elimination. I am actually going to go with DeAndre Carter there. Not a fun process of elimination there, but feels like the right thing to do. It's a good matchup against the Cardinals, too. Yeah. Don't ever ask me about Ben Skronik again, by the way. Ever. Yeah. McLaurin or Kirk, 0.5 PPR. I probably don't need to look at my rankings to know that I have Terry ranked higher. Great matchup against Atlanta. He's been fucking red hot with Heineke under center. And I'm a little bit nervous about Kirk's matchup this week against Baltimore. Little bit nervous about his matchup this week against Baltimore. I mean, he's been red hot. I'd like to have him in my lineup if possible, but I don't think Terry is sittable at this point in any fucking sense. Let's look at the matchup. Kirk, defensive grade, yeah. Kyle Hamilton as a safety has been fucking incredible. Marlon Humphrey's been really good. Yeah, the Marcus Peters, actually like the worst of them, but still, decent player. Just a tough matchup. Baltimore's defense has been getting better and better, especially on the pass side. So I go Terry there. Terry. All my rankings will be updated on BDGE.co for Big Dog members as things happen in real time. So they'll be updated all the way up until kickoff tomorrow. Skirt. I gotta stop doing ad libs. I don't even do them purposely anymore. They just come out of my mouth at this point. Damn, I'm fucking jealous. I wish I could be back at Penn State going to my tailgate right now. I thought we were gonna get through the whole video without someone noticing my eye. It just fucking flared up overnight. I'm a dead person. All right. Well, we're approaching the 30-minute mark. Looks like the questions are out of steam. I'm out of steam. I've got so much work to do after this. So I'm going to get back into things. If you have any other sit-start questions, drop them in the Discord, the BDG members only or the BDG 3. But if you want in next week's Q&Assault, y'all know what to do. Go to BDG.co, sign up to be a member, and make sure you fucking nail this Jeff Wilson 13.5 receiving yards line, square. Basically, we had the 0.5 for Justin Jefferson, free square. This is virtually the same shit. I love y'all. See you on Monday, and good luck tomorrow.